Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We are focusing in and we are zooming in on what it means to really be fully alive. What it means to really be in touch with your purpose, your strength, your empowerment, really kind of manifesting that which is your heart's desire, your abundance, your bliss, your happier feelings, your fulfillment. Really, when you think about what it means to be fully alive, it's to have that vision of your life moving forward. And it has to be on something what I call basically full throttle. In other words, meaning free of the self-limiting beliefs, free of the criticism, the guilt, the obligation, and the fear that holds you back. When you talk about feeling fully alive, really that's oftentimes synonymous with feeling free and feeling really in your element, like a fish in water. You're feeling like you're in the right place, you're in the right habitat, you're in the right ecosystem. Things in your environment are conducive to your happiness, to your fulfillment, to your greatest gifts, to being who you want to be without fear of condemnation or constantly be put on trial, being restricted, being crushed, rushed, or feeling furthermore emotionally wounded in the presence of a highly critical individual who can be really what we're calling a narcissist, a borderline, a psychopath, someone who has really hurt you emotionally. And oftentimes I find that one of the most common comments that I receive, as well as my email, is that these people are putting their life on pause. They've put their life on hold. They're not really kind of fully alive. They're not feeling like they can fully live. This person really has almost like a ball and chain restricting them, weighting them down with a dead weight. And this dead weight oftentimes is the feeling of a heaviness or feeling I've done something wrong. I have wronged you. I have disappointed you. I am not good enough. I am less than. I am inferior. I'm not who I'm meant to be. So it's really feeling like you're not in your element. You're not in your best, ecosystem, if you will. And that is very true, because if you are around an individual who constantly wants to fault you, trip you up, jab you, get you into trouble, put a cloud over you that is making you feel inadequate and doubting of yourself, and they're placing those feelings in you, then you're not going to be in your best element. You're not going to be feeling fully alive. You're not going to feel that expansiveness. You're not going to feel that bliss of life. You're not going to be able to pursue the thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and solutions that you are meant to. You're constantly, tracing your mind back to, how did I do wrong? How did this person do me wrong? Why am I stuck in the anger? Why am I stuck in the condemnation? Why am I stuck in the grudges, the resentment, and the guilt? Because if you stay stuck on those energetic levels, it's like a band. It's like a self-limiting belief that's holding you back. It's as if, one of those yellow tapes, do not enter. It's as if you're not allowed to enter into your life. It's holding you back. It's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you back. Literally recessed from your thinking, your emotions, your motivation, living your life moving forward. It's like literally like being in quicksand, where you're feeling basically sucked in, sucked down, and really you're stuck in a state of struggle. And this is not a very pleasant feeling. And if you have felt like your life is on hold, your life is on pause, you've had an energetic block through your thoughts that are, perhaps perpetuating this, your feelings which are contributing to this, your behaviors which then follow suit, those moods over time can become very chronic, and that mood basically can become very pervasive, and it can become part of an identity, meaning I am a victim. I am never going to make it. I am never going to be happy again. I am never going to meet my true love. I'm never going to be in touch with my true purpose. I'm not going to be able to live again. If you're telling yourself this, you're giving yourself commands that you are stuck. You're basically like living the way I perceive it is if that person is still controlling you from afar. In other words, if you continue to say, I am wounded in this way, you're basically perpetuating the wound. You're allowing the wound, the emotional wound, the events, the circumstances, the feelings to perpetually hurt you. You're giving that woundedness permission to continue to fester in your life. And you'll feel like you're not really living. You're not really following your bliss. You're constantly self-evaluating yourself, judging yourself. I'm stuck in this anger, which is a negativity. It's a vindictiveness. It's a revenge. It's, feeling like you're forever set back. And so I invite you and I encourage you to look at it as a gift for you to open up into a greater source of strength and determination, and really kind of creating a new path on the map, where it might have some uphills. It might need some thinking. It might need some reevaluation. It might need some reassessment. You might need to take some time off and to kind of retreat and begin to work on your life rather than being in your life. And if you can do that, if you can take some time to work on your life and do the recovery journal, do the self-reflection, do the affirmations, do the evaluation, and really kind of go within and get into your imagination, because your imagination will equal your manifestation. If you can then begin to imagine your life moving forward, which a lot of people say, I can't do that. Well, if you say I can't, then you won't. You'll never allow yourself your manifestation power, your empowerment to move forward and empower your life. You will never allow that. You will never see that. You will never, ever allow yourself to live again. You will never allow yourself to love again. You will never allow yourself to go into business again. You'll never allow yourself to be good to your children, in the fully way that you need to be fully present for them, or fully present in your work, or fully present in your relationship. You need to come to that feeling of wholeness within yourself, which is like the root word of holy, which is to be whole. And if you can see that you're whole as a unique individual, yes, you can still love, and there's this fusing, between the two people where you overlap and you overmesh and you have this, these shared feelings and experiences, but yet you're bringing wholeness to the table. You're bringing a holiness to the table. You're bringing the Holy Spirit. You're bringing that white light. You're bringing that burst of energy. You're bringing that happiness. You're bringing that bliss. You're bringing that fulfillment and that life into the relationship. So rather than bringing just woundedness, which is feeling destroyed, realize that you are life. And you are bringing life into your future relationships. And it's very true that it's very difficult to set, like in the words of the great Einstein, it's very difficult to simultaneously prepare and prevent for war. You can't simultaneously prepare for your life and be wounded. I mean, you have to get into, I'm on the high road, period, end of story. I am on the high road. I'm not taking the low road. I'm not going down in feeling these stuck feelings and getting stuck in the anger. It was. It was what it was. And if you can look at it in a nostalgic, poignant viewpoint, put a gilded frame around it. Put a pewter frame, put a platinum frame, put a golden frame around that time of your life, and realize you are protected by your higher self. You've made it this far, and you're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to live again. You're wanting to breathe easy again. And, don't allow the negative self-limiting feelings and beliefs of guilt, obligation, and fear that are instilled within these people to keep you stuck, to keep you held down, to keep you from living your life as you are best entitled to and as you are best designed to. You have to take that into consideration. And so if you are with, basically a demolishing crew, which is like what a narcissist is, or a psychopath is, they want to, they're going to come in with a swinging wall, and they're just going to try to make a big gaping hole in your life, a big gaping hole in your body, missing them all the time, doubting yourself, always going back, looking at old pictures, looking at texts, wanting to take the hover back, rather than letting them go and feeling yourself as a whole unique individual. You have to begin to see that, and whether you need to reframe and look, put a nostalgia around it. Put a feeling of, put a crystal frame around that time of your life. that you were suffering, that you were wounded, that you were hurt. Let it sparkle, let it shine, let it have all the spectrums and the colors of the rainbow infuse and surround that part of your life. And realize that you went through that part of your life as a reason, and it was meant to be. It happened. It was meant to occur. There's no really disorder in the universe. If you can begin to create order and see the order in that, then you'll begin to be on the path of healing. And even though it's illogical, even though it doesn't make any sense, even though it shouldn't have happened to you, even though you didn't deserve it, it was, and it happened. This person was in your life. You had sacrificed weeks, months, years, time, finances, energy, but begin to kind of reframe that and keep that part of your life as kind of a little compartmentalized. And I say, give it kind of a flair of nostalgia. Begin to look back on that that part of your life with appreciation and with gratitude. And if it's hard to pull these feelings out of being wounded and of being hurt and of being lied to and of being physically assaulted, emotionally assaulted, begin to realize that this is you. You experience this. This is your feelings. When you own it and you say, what, that occurred to me. This person doesn't deserve me anymore. And I think if you've watched this video thus far, I think you'll really begin to capitalize on and really sort of become healed when you realize that this person doesn't deserve you anymore. If they have, betrayed you, if they have taken advantage of you, if they have abused you, they don't deserve to have the affection that you were giving them. They don't deserve to have the love that you were giving them. They don't deserve to have the conversations, the reflections, the problem solving that you gave, the things that you made for them, the gifts that you gave them. The finances that you put into them and their cause, the amount of time, consideration, and effort that you felt dreaming about them and wanting a better life for them. I think that's really what it comes down to, is that there was so much time and energy put into wanting the best for them, and yet they were not there for you. They had hurt you in a very deep way. And if you can begin to let them go, and realize that maybe, that you deserve someone who is going to respect you and who deserves you, not who needs you, but someone who deserves you, your life will begin to take on a whole different feeling, and you'll begin to attract different types of people into your life, which you had not attracted to your life before. And these people are able to view you and embrace you and love you for who you are at the present moment. But furthermore, they'll respect your energetic boundaries, and they won't take advantage of you because you have the energetic boundaries protected for yourself, and you now know what you will and will not tolerate, what you will and what you will not perceive in terms of allowing yourself to be hurt. And you've now raised your standards about what you will allow into your life. And so once you have those raised standards, anything that else is below it will not meet your qualifications, and you will let them go easily and effortlessly. And you will begin to attract yourself those people are of higher quality, higher resonance, who of higher basically self development, and who will begin to then embrace you and help to take each other in your life moving forward. And that is really what it is to truly live. Give yourself that gift of life today. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.